This is Robert and Deborah Gilmore Smith. They're actors and they're married.
You can put your arm down if you want.
No, I like it.
Okay.
This is George and Martha, the characters they play in Intrepid Theater's new production of Edward Albee's Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf.
Oh, Georgie, Porgy, put upon pie.
And so I was really interested in finding people that I thought could not only handle the language, mind the humor for all it's worth, but also could come from that place of love. And it helps that they're married.
Because ultimately, director Christy Yale Cox firmly believes that underneath all the yelling, fighting, and insults, Albee's play is a love story.
It's a play about a 23-year-old marriage and everything that happens within that, and what happens to two people who have issues and have pain, but also really fundamentally love each other and really have fought to stay together and will continue to fight to stay together when the play is over.
Hey! Hey!
Well, it's so similar to the way we are.
Well, not really. But having a married couple play George and Martha means they're starting from a genuine place of intimacy.
They're really comfortable with each other. They trust each other.
And that's a major, major factor is the trust. So that we can scream and yell and bang on each other and know that it's okay.
Getting angrier, baby?
It's not the way we live. So it's an interesting kind of experiment to look at what is the glue that holds them together.
Come on over here and give your mommy a big sloppy kiss.
We know each other so well to begin with. So jumping into this kind of an aggressive piece.
You what?
I won.
Look, do you think you
I
really have to...
stand warned.
Is much easier, I think, when you have that kind of basis.
George's biggest problem about our son is that deep down in the privatemost pit of his gut, he's not completely sure it's his own kid.
My God, you're a wicked woman.
She's been through a lot in her life. She justifies a lot of the self-centeredness that she tends to live in her life, and has a really unique relationship with her husband, George, in that they really do understand each other. But they are witty and sharp and aggressive. And I think to the outside world, there's a sense of how could they make it together?
There's also a fascinating depth to the piece, because underneath it, as a foundation, is a sense of love and care. I mean, these are both really deeply wounded people for very different reasons. And they have found a way to care for each other.
But they really have developed a way of working, a way of responding to each other and communicating that is definitely their own.
In the 1960s, Albee's play stirred controversy for its use of obscenity. And while certain words have become tame by today's standards, it's how the characters use language to injure each other that remains shocking.
It is his ability to use language and emotions as artillery.
It's the brutal honesty and the dig that's in it. The weaponry that comes out is pretty severe.
These are highly intelligent, savvy, well-written, charismatic, funny characters. And so it becomes this really dynamic, certainly at times explosive environment. And that is thrilling. And it's thrilling that it's live theater and that we get to really, as an audience, we get to be in the room with them.
Who's afraid of
You could say this is the perfect Valentine's Day play for people who've had their fill of saccharine romantic confections. Beth Accomando, KPBS News.